try to not let you down with my will. Is this the best one you can? If it's not now, I'll just try once more. So I thought I was freaking trolling, but this is now really deep to the point where like we don't know what's happening anymore. Like, what is this? So you know what though, everybody? But by the way, stream is on, right? The stream is on, right? The stream is on, right? The stream. Methodical. You and I flow. So this is what I love how you pancake. This is when I tell you everything is everything to me. You're everything to me. Putting out against the sky, starting up from this day. So, by the way, this whole thing has nothing to do with like what I'm gonna do today, but if you search "Is Mario Japanese?" you can actually find an interesting article about like what country he's actually from. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but like this whole thing has nothing to do with it. But again, so it's everybody. Where's Mario from? What's his nationality? Tell me, everybody. Wait, really? Yeah, it is actually really deep because, like, according to the laws and stuff, like, he's not really Italian. I mean, he could be, but Italian. Right? Italian, Japatalian, American, Japanese, Italian, American, mushroom Italian, yeah. So this is actually really interesting. And so the thing about it is like here, this is what I was kind of checking by myself. But so Mario Wikipedia, and let's see where he's from. Right? According to Wikipedia, this is what it says. Right? So he's from. He's Italian, but according to the laws, and I just wanted to show you guys like some video later. According to the law here, at least in Japan, if you have like a Japanese parent, you will be like Japanese Italian, right? So, and yeah, Miyamoto commented on this. Sakusha-san, yeah. So you say it right, but so Mario was made by a Japanese person, which makes him Japanese Italian, but apparently he's from New York. Mario's from New York. That's like one thing I didn't know. Google it. Like Miyamoto, he actually officially said that like he's from New York or something. Is it here though? Oh yeah. Miyamoto decided to put him in New York and make him Italian. So, lightheartedly attributing Mario's nationality to his mustache. So yeah, Mario is Italian, who has a Japanese parent and is from New York, but he is also from this country called Mushroom Kingdom, because like it seems that he lives there. So I really don't know if any people truly know where he is from, like what his nationality is, but that has nothing to do with like what I'm gonna do in this stream. So why are you saying Mario like that? Mario. Am I saying it wrong? I mean Mario's Mario. I mean Mario. So yesterday I was on Hello Talk and I looked at our conversation. When I saw it said you were online 2 hours ago from when I was on. What were you doing? I don't really think I was on, but in a sentence you were saying it like Mario. What? Mario. Okay, so this is kind of deep, and so let me actually freaking move on, because like this whole conversation about like Mario is just like really deep, and I don't really think I can stop talking about Mario within like freaking 3 minutes, so I'm not gonna just talk about him anymore. So here, I wanted to show you guys something. I found this video, And I really wanted you to just watch this video because this is really deep as fork. Like, this is deep as fork. So I'm kind of curious, like, what everybody thinks about them as well, because yeah, this stream is gonna be freaking really educational, by the way. And thank you so much for the donation. Friashabetto Natsu. He was born in America, New York, and is of Japanese and Italian descent. He has one parent who is from Japan, another who is from Italy, and he was born in America. Totally a thing that can happen. He can be tricultural. It's a thing. So yeah, Mario's. We thought he was like 100% Italian, but he's not. Wow, deep. But yeah, we just decided not to like think about where he's from and stuff because like who cares, right? But I just started thinking about it because I was trolling like earlier, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of a lot deeper than we think it is. So yeah, because if you go on to like Reddit, like you can actually find a freaking some actual conversations of like people trying to figure out where he's from, and like it actually gets intense. So yeah, and so he's supposed to be a plumber, but like we've never seen him like plumbing either. He goes he sees like a lot of like whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this because like it's actually really deep. So yeah, in today's stream, it's gonna be really educational. But I found this one video, and I just really wanted you guys to just like watch this video and see what everybody thinks about this video. And if you think this is cringy, then that's unfortunate. But this is really useful. Why ABC News? It's not. It's. Oh, it is actually. And I feel like I'm gonna get copyrighted for this, but either way, I really wanted you guys to just watch this. Because this is awesome. Here.
誰ハリー・ポッターゲームある？いや、絶対あります。どうでも、謎の私の母さんでゲーム、iPad でゲーム。私の家に行くとプレイしてる。
So, these are kids like learning Japanese at like some school in Australia, right? Honestly though, I didn't understand what they were saying in Japanese, but what's really amazing about this is like they have the ability to kind of speak Japanese in their own way, right? Is that Japanese? Yeah, that is Japanese. The accent was kind of heavy-ish, but still, what I'm saying is like they are going through the process of like being bilingual, and that's kind of what happens at first. Actually, I've seen like a lot of people who do that. So
John Webster's my name. I'm the principal at Wellersville State School.
And but by the way, if you think like their Japanese is bad and whatever, I mean, of course, because like they just started learning Japanese. It's not like they are from Japan or anything. They are learning Japanese. It's what it is. I've seen people like that everywhere, so I'm used to seeing that. But the reason why I think this is freaking amazing and this video is amazing is because it really tells you like how important it is to actually speak the language when you might be embarrassed of like your Japanese skills, because like these kids are really confident about their Japanese skills
in
and stuff.
2014, after a year of intensive
accent-wise, it's still weird, but
research.
My name's Sarah Prescott, and I'm a parent of Eliza, and she has been in the bilingual program since 2014.
I usually don't care about accent, but if it's hard to understand, that's a different thing. Wait, let me just listen to this part.
She has been in the bilingual program since 2014.
日本語を話すときは簡単と思う。でも新しいの言葉を勉強してるのときはちょっと難しい。でも分かったら簡単です。
So this is like a great example of like a people going through some interesting education system, right? Is Nihongo just? I think her Japanese is good enough to survive in Japan at least, and so You know what though? I haven't watched this video though that much. I mean, I just watched like the first 10 seconds of like this video, so I don't know like what this video is really about. But so the thing about it is, the girl probably learned Japanese by just talking to Japanese people, or like talking to their friends in Japanese, right? And we can kind of tell because like her grammar was a bit weird, but like her vocabulary was a bit weird as well. But still, she was able to speak Japanese, and she was able to like tell people what she wants to talk about in Japanese. It's kind of good, just the accent. Grammar wise, it was weird as well, but it's not really that important because like she keeps learning and she will get better, right? What's amazing about this video is like it teaches you how important it is to actually just speak it and just, you know, talk to Japanese people, like talk to people in Japanese. So here.
All the research indicates that.
And by the way, this video is like, the point of this video is not to like show them like, oh my gosh, those girls are so fluent, but it's more like it's important to just talk in Japanese and learn Japanese. This video shows you that, like really well.
Who are bilingual, have better prospects in life.
Again, they are still learning. They will get better, obviously. So.
Better health outcomes.
There are various advantages for native bilingualism.
でも私 USJ ホグワーツとホグワーツのライドなぜ私あなた行ってないあ行ったでも目これやって私全部これ
People who are
So like what's amazing about this is like I've heard the trick is to basically think in whatever language you are trying to learn. It is, yeah. So I honestly didn't understand them that much, but the thing about it is like I don't know like if those girls are weebs or not, but they still are able to understand each other, right? And they still are able to like just talk about what they want to talk about. And of course your accent can be bad and whatever because like they are learning. I mean, if you are learning, I don't really think you can just speak it perfectly. That's just how it goes. But the thing about this is like they still are not very afraid to just talk about what they want to talk about, right? I just literally joined what we're talking about. I'm just showing you guys this amazing video that basically tells you how to study Japanese. And watch this video and just like pay attention to their thinking process and like just see how they study Japanese. Like this is probably the best way. And this is exactly what I went through too, by the way. I didn't really learn English or like learn Japanese. I didn't really do anything, but that really reminds me of like when I was freaking like 14. Like
they actually get
people were speaking different English and like people had different accents, and it was really like that.
4.5 years later than if they were monolinguals. When you're natively bilingual, and let's say there is a construction noise while you're giving a lecture, you are more likely to be able to concentrate on your point. So this has to do with auditory concentration.
じゃあ次、日に丸書いて何だったっけ覚えてる人。
If you
So
are
the thing about, you know what's amazing though? So they are learning Japanese in Japanese. Like that's kind of what I think is important, because there's like this interesting like gap between like what they are learning and what the teacher is talking about. You know what was really interesting? So here,
so this has to do with auditory.
let me show you something really interesting. So what you see on the screen right here is just like one character, one Japanese character, and the teacher is basically asking them like, so do you guys know what this character is, right? It seems really easy, but what's really interesting is like what the teacher is saying is like a lot more difficult than like what's being shown. Like next, does anyone even remember what we get when we add a circle to the high character? And I'm like, what the fuck? That's like 20 times more difficult than like what's being shown on the screen. Isn't that really interesting? That's really interesting, but that's just how it goes. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So that's kind of why I keep saying like apps don't work, because you basically learn the language in the language you speak already, and these kids are just on the next level already. Isn't that freaking amazing? Is it just me like who thinks this is like amazing? I hope the kids actually understand what the teacher said in Japanese. They understand because ready, let me show you.
日に丸書いて何だったっけ覚えて
And they are freaking raising their hands and going like, oh, that's beep beep. And I'm like, what the? What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, Sora-san was really happy now. I mean, if there's like any education like this outside of Japan, like learning Japanese, that's awesome, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I think this is amazing, honestly. That's P. I mean, because the character is like literally P. So they already understand, but they are learning the characters here. So what I'm saying is here. So again, when people learn Japanese, they freaking learn characters first, and they freaking just spend like, 20 hours like learning katakana, hiragana, kanji, whatever, right? Which I think is not important. Like, not that important, I think. You have to learn how to speak the language, sort of, first, right? That's kind of what I think. I mean, there could be like some other people who just disagree with me as well, for sure. But so these kids know how to kind of speak the language already. Then learning, characters and stuff. I feel like that's the best way, but I could be wrong, and some people could think that's not the best way. And thank you so much for the donation, Terence channel. Hello, Sora. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a great day. And those kids are talented. It's more like, it's not that those kids are talented, I feel like it's kind of normal, but their learning process is really, really interesting. And this reminds me of like when I was a kid as well, because I remember it was like this before. So
if you are natively bilingual, if you speak 2 languages as your mother tongues.
But remember everybody, this is where it gets really interesting. I kind of watched this part earlier, but here.
You are actually more clever than yourself as a monolingual.
No, over 90% of these children had never experienced Japanese before year 1.
果物何が好きなのライリーは
Kiwi fruit.
じゃあキウイ
You know what's amazing though? Like what's amazing? Wait, can you guys say like what's amazing about this kid right here?
Kiwi fruit.
じゃ
You know what's amazing about this kid? Can you guys guess like why I'm so impressed by this kid?
あキウイ
Kiwi fruit.
No, thank you, Arrows. Have an amazing day, Sora. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Japanese accent pronunciation. He's like, Theo, English too. He responded. So the thing about it is here. 学んでいるよりも質問の方が難しい. Yeah, that's exactly it. This guy gets it. So
ライリーは
Kiwi fruit.
ライリー
ready.
Japanese before year 1.
Listen to, like, just pay attention to this part carefully.
Children had never
This is freaking
experienced,
amazing.
Japanese before year 1.
果物何が好きなのライリーは
果物何が好きなの Riley? Well, that's just freaking some natural Japanese, right? It's not like, あなたは何の果物が好きですか? So, the teacher is just freaking speaking Japanese because the teacher just wants to speak Japanese, right? In the most natural way as possible. And this kid is like, kiwi fruit. And I'm like, dude, you understand that? Plus, you actually kind of say that in a Japanese way. What the fuck? Oh, and by the way, kiwi fruit in Japanese is like, yeah, that same. It's kind of like,
Kiwi fruit.
but that sounds Japanese to me.
じゃあキウイフルーツが好きですって言ってキウイ
Kiwi
フルー
fruit.
ツが
Suki desu.
So, isn't he amazing? It's not like he freaking just learns like what like means, what desu means, what kiwi fruit means, how to say that in Japanese. He just freaking learns the language in Japanese, and that's kinda like what you have to go through now. Bro, how do you learn Japanese that fast? Again, the best way to learn Japanese, or like any languages, is to have like Japanese friends, right? Or like any people who speak the language you want to learn. So yeah, this video like shows you that, like how important it is. Like this is like the definite evidence of like how important it is to have people who speak the language you want to learn around you. Because like these kids cannot read Japanese for sure, 100%. Like they don't even know like what I or a or hi in Japanese even this. But here, this guy, damn, he knows Japanese already. So roasting us for having no friend. I mean, you can have friends. Just use Hello Talk. Like that's actually one of the greatest apps out there. So I'm from New York. I want to learn English here. Can you teach, please? Good luck on that.
I'm Christina, and I've got 2 kids at Wellers Hill doing the bilingual program. My oldest daughter Natalie was in the first year.
And thank
that the
you, Alan
program
Dutra.
started,
Speak only in
and
Japanese from now
it
on.
was
So we
terrifying.
learn. I mean, the thing about it is here. I mean, if I speak Japanese only, like 98% of the people on my channel would be like, what is Sora saying? I need subtitles. Oh my gosh. Let me just click on this button so that I can see subtitles because I watch anime. I feel like it's gonna be like that, so I'm gonna just, I'm right. When it comes down to stuff like this, I'm right. I'm right. Because that actually happened before. I mean, somebody told me exactly the same thing. Like somebody was like, "Hey Sora, I want to learn Japanese, so can you just like speak Japanese to me?" And I just went like, "Wakarimashita, じゃあ日本語だけで話しません." Like a lot of you just went like, "Oh my gosh, what is that saying? I need subtitles." Like, oh yeah, wait, I cannot say subtitles. Wait, why? I do want to say subtitles. Talk to us in Japanese like we are little babies. Are you serious? You serious? Is German a popular language in Japan? Yeah. Alright, so everybody. Alright, then let me do that. Let me do that. Ready? I'm gonna talk in Japanese. And guess what I'm talking about. And alright, so give me the answer later. I'm gonna freaking just say something in Japanese and pick one answer. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna make you guys like guess what I'm talking about. And so, table 違うテーブルじゃなくてだからbeautiful 寿司table chair. Ready? I'm gonna talk in Japanese. Ready? And I'm gonna make you guys guess like what I'm talking about. じゃあ今から日本語で話しますね。まあ日本語わかる方ならもう分かってると思うんですけど、今ここに4つ言葉書いたんですよ。まあそれはなんでかっていうと後々分かると思うんで、今から話す言葉なんですけど、今から話すのはそのですね、あの食べ物あるじゃないですか。すごい美味しい食べ物。あれを食べるときって、まあ何が必要ですか？何が必要ですか？まあお箸が必要ですよね。お箸が必要なのもあると思うんですけど、一番重要なのは机なんですよ。その机ってやっぱ美しいですよね、やっぱり。机って美しいもので、まあ何言ってるか分かんないかもしれないですけど、その机って美しいんですよ。俺何言ってんだろう。机って美しいんですよ。机って美しいから、じゃあ机欲しいよねって話なんですよね。今ちなみに僕すごい机欲しいです。で、じゃあ質問です。僕が今座ってるものは何でしょう？ I pick one. Pick one. Pick one. See? Oh, some people got it right. Some people got it right. See? But wait. What the fuck? Wait. How did the freaking so many people actually got it right? What the fuck? The answer is chair. 21% of the people got it right. And yeah, so see, what I'm sitting on right now. Yeah. It's got it right. So, like, what I was talking about in the first, like, freaking 30 seconds was, like, all fake. I just kept, like, talking about, like, what I had in my mind. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna freaking just confuse the S out of everybody. And then I just said, like, so what am I sitting on right now? And the answer is obviously chair, right? So, but if you understand Japanese, like you probably just knew. And Grace, you were changing here and there. I had to do it to know if people actually understand it or not. Because if I just say something like sushi, then people would know like I'm talking about sushi. Like this. See? But in reality, I wasn't really talking about sushi. I mean, I was. But you have to know Japanese to know the answer to it. So, yeah, something like that. Sushi is delicious. You need chopsticks for it. Beautiful tables. What am I sitting on? Something like that. Yeah, you got it right. So, yeah. So this explains 20% of the people out there speak Japanese, which is actually a lot. I really thought they would be like only 5%, like even 10. That's actually a lot though. Alright, if you say bait, I'm gonna actually then make it something like more. Alright, you know what? Let's see if you guys actually speak Japanese or not. Well, here. Ready? Spaghetti. And,だから、どうしようかな。どうしよう。Hamburgers. Ready? あ、じゃあ今から、don't pick anything yet. Don't pick anything yet. Let me actually do it again. Let me just do it again. So, ready? I'm gonna talk about something, and you guys have to guess what I'm talking about. Ready? じゃあ今から、話す内容ですけれども、今ね、4つ選択肢書いたんで、わかると思うんですが、じゃあ今から話すのは麺類のお話をしようと思います。麺類って時点で大体もう限られてくるんですが、麺類といえば一番日本で有名な食べ物ってあれっすよね。日本に来て一番食べられる麺類って1個しかないんですよ。ちなみに日本ってイタリア料理ってめちゃくちゃ有名なの知ってます？日本だとイタリア料理ってめっちゃ有名なんですよ。マジですごい有名なんですよ。マジで日本に来たらイタリア料理に関してはマジで人気っていうか、本当にこれ日本に来た人みんな言うんですけど、あれどこ行ってもイタリア料理ばっかじゃねっていう、マジで本当そうっすよ。日本に来たらイタリア料理店ってあるんですよ。サイゼリヤとか。けどですよ、日本で一番有名かつ濃厚かつこってりとかあっさりがある麺類の食べ物ってあれですよね。その食べ物の名前をお答えください。 Let's go. I didn't spell like spaghetti right, but and I didn't spell hamburgers right, but ready? Pick one. もう一回言うと、だから結局日本で一番有名なこってりとかあっさりとかがある麺類の食べ物って何ですかね。日本って言ったらこれが出てくる。いや日本でだからもう一回日本で日本で一番有名な麺類のやつでこってりとかあっさりがある食べ物っつったら何でしょうか。はい。Okay. This is actually really interesting. Spaghetti for sure. Alright, soちょっと難しいです。Wait, Raveen san, you there, right? Which one did you pick? Raveen san will S. Tell me. Raveen san will S. Tell me. Which one did you pick? I'm just really curious. はい、ラーメンです。Yeah, はい。So the answer was ramen. So spaghetti. Yeah, that was like a freaking that was kind of difficult because I just kept saying like, when it comes down to noodles, there's like this one thing that's really, really popular in Japan, but I'm not gonna talk about that because Italian food is really popular in Japan. Because if you come to Japan, you'll see a lot of like Italian restaurants, and then Like, you'll be so surprised by like all those Italian restaurants because Japanese people are like all for Italian food. But when it comes down to like noodles in Japan, there's like this one popular thing which is like usually known for assari and kotteri. Assari is like light and heavy. I mean, and kotteri is like heavy and oily and like kind of thing. What's that one food known for assari and kotteri? And that's like ramen. So yeah, but yeah, so I guess that was like about 30%. So a lot of people here freaking speak Japanese. Damn, that's like a lot better than I thought. Wait, what the fuck? Because I really thought like a lot of you guys just like watch anime and just go like, oh my gosh, I need subtitles. But in reality, you guys freaking speak Japanese, huh? Or like actually learn Japanese. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. You just guessed. I mean, that still counts. That still counts. You underestimate weebs. No, the thing about it is like, would you like to know how to speak in Georgian language? Not now, but thank you.
It was exciting, but it was also terrifying.
So, but you said in Nihon de yumeina tabemono, which is one of the first things people learn. I guess, yeah.
When it first started, because we had no idea really what to expect.
My name's Courtney Chahovsky. I'm a parent at Wellers Hill State School. English.
Teaching all like Australian culture, English.
I want to see the part like where kids are speaking Japanese.
Japanese because it's not.
Are you actually from Japan? No, I'm not Japanese.
Age appropriate. See, I'm not Japanese. So yeah, I'm not Japanese. Just saying, I'm not Japanese. Yeah, I get that question like everywhere. I'm not Japanese. I'm from Brisbane, Alabama. Yeah, I'm American. Word in Japanese, so we have to reword into.
Develop the abstract thinking.
God damn, these kids know what the fuck.
A lot that helps to develop their abstract thinking.
The teacher's not freaking going easy on them. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna speak Japanese so fast that nobody can, like, understand me. Like,
So they can.
I'm sorry, that's something I cannot do actually. They freaking calculated that in Japanese when that was like freaking so fast. What the fuck? Yeah, it was like sort of I mean, technically, it's not that hard to do it with like the thing they have, but still, what I mean is like they are doing it in Japanese. They're like Australians. Yeah, I mean, you were able to understand that, right? But the thing about it is like here, they are doing that in Japanese, the language they are learning, and they did all the calculation in Japanese, and then they answered it in Japanese, and I'm like, oh my damn. And for Japanese kids, it's not that hard. It's like what I'm saying, because like, I mean, it's Japanese, right? Because, you know, whatever. But those kids actually understood that in the language they are learning when the guy was like speaking so fast, and they were even like using that like thing too. And I'm like, damn. So, but that's actually important though when it comes down to like learning. Are you fluent in Japanese? No, I don't speak Japanese.
Say, for example.
Wait, why did you ask me if I'm fluent in Japanese, One-Eye?
565 divided by
line one.
ホームステイしています。私はカノンです。今、イライザの家でホームステイしています。早い。
私一番好きな乗り物
You know what? You know what, people out there? See? This is what they do to learn Japanese. They usually have like Japanese people around them. Not like apps or books, right? Right. We can learn from like these kids actually. You know what? Have freaking people who speak Japanese around you. Like this is how you do it.
ものはストームライダー
何
高い
水
はい、水のやつで高い
So we went to Japan for 2 weeks. Stay.
弟だった
Amazing experience.
私のホームステイの家族はお父さん、お母さん、お兄さん、お姉さんと弟だったホームステイでいっぱいカレーとおにぎりを食べました
Weebs out there. That's just what's happening outside of Japan right now. Where can I meet Japanese people online? So I recently figured out this one app is useful, like Hello Talk. Use that app. I heard there are some like horny people like who just want to get close to you and whatever. But yeah, it's kind of useful. And then VR chat is like also a great thing you can use.
I've done lots of different things, but this
He's
is
so happy. It's more like I'm impressed by those kids and like their education system and like what they do.
the most
Because it
amazing
really
thing
seems like they skip all the process of like learning characters and stuff. No, I mean they probably do it, but it's not like it's not like that's their main focus, right? It's not like that. It's not like that's what they do 24/7. Are you in Japan right now? No, I'm not American. I'm American, so no.
the life thing,
だけど一本
Like this part,
おし
this part, this part, this part.
an amazing thing.
多分お仕事は日本じゃないだけどいっぱい日本行く
If you can do half your school,
Damn! God damn! Again, so like her grammar wasn't perfect, and her vocabulary was kind of interesting as well. As in, like, was not perfect, but it was good enough for us, for me at least, to understand what she was saying. That's like what I mean. And bam, she can freaking talk about what she wants to talk about. That's like what's more important than anything
you
else.
can do anything.
Oh, so why I'm so impressed by this is like they are learning something in the language they are learning. Basically, like they are learning other stuff in Japanese, not in English, and that's kind of what you have to do as well. And thank you so much for the donation, S. What is this? Echo Car back. Thank you. It's sponsored. Yeah, it's sponsored. Echo Car. What the fuck? Alright, so let's do it. We want to learn Japanese. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn Japanese, don't do anything. What I'm gonna do in this stream, just freaking do the opposite of like what I'm gonna do. Ready? So don't even like use Duolingo. I mean, you can use it, but again, just do what these kids are doing.
What's it like to
It's called the Australian School Teaching in Japanese,
learn
right?
math on brilliant.org?
And just follow what they are doing, and like the way how they are learning Japanese is just so efficient. And
John Webster's.
like everything is freaking in Japanese too.
That's my name. I'm the principal at Wells Hill
Wait.
State School. Program at Wells Hill in 2004.
What the fuck? Wait. Welcome to Wellers Hill State. Am I bad at English? Where can I learn Japanese but the standard dialect, not the Kansai? Everywhere. Wait, am I bad at English or like... Am I bad at English? I think I am, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm bad at English. I'm sorry everybody, I'm bad at English. I just, yeah, didn't want to admit it because I'm bad at English. The L fell off. Why though? Go back to school. I stole the L and gave it to Sora last week. No, it's supposed to be a school. LMFAO. Yeah, that's what I thought, but no, it's more like we are just bad at English. No, we just have to admit. No, we are bad at English. We don't speak English here, and yeah, because like that's just how they are spelling it. Like they are 100% right. Anyways, let me just freaking speedrun this and see like how much I can do, and let's actually go for the world record in this stream. We got this, everybody. Are you sure about that? Yes, because I mean that's just how they spell it. Australian accent. It's not about accents, but let's go. How did you hear about us? YouTube? Domain expansion, yeah. Why are you learning a language? I watch anime culture. Intense. Ready? I'm gonna speedrun this. Should probably just set a timer too. Wait. Ah, never mind. Ready? Choose your path. Learning Japanese for the first time. Already you know Japanese. Ready?
甘い。
部屋にはテーブルがいくつありますか？
Got that! Let me redo it. I honestly thought it was gonna be just like all in Japanese, right? What do you mean your Japanese is bad? What do you mean your Japanese is bad? Dude. Use timer. I will. No, everybody. Seriously. No, I mean, they say it's for learning Japanese. They say it's for learning Japanese, and why am I freaking just learning English right now? Like, what is this? Let me just freaking set up a timer too. How do I do it again? だからこうして、タイマーでしょ? Give me a little bit, everybody. タイマーで。Okay. タイマーじゃない。あ、ストップウォッチ。This is what I need, right? And thank you, Bam Bam, no pressure. Thank you so much for the donation. I will try. Stopwatch. Ready? Ready, go.
3アフリカ今は1時1分です。
Why is it all ending?
大学生ですか？両親はですか？
昨日はパーティーをしました。しました
3ください。5つ 家族はいますか？何の絵を描きますか？新しい自転車を買いました。駅はここから近いです。主はザカ。ジョンとマリアは親戚です。です。
これは地図です。
早いですか？早いでか。自転ます。彼はおます。北へ行きます。行きます。
風強くないですか？
彼女の音はおこんでます。
銀行に行きます。
去年彼女と別れました。
Thank you, Bam Bam Sura's hand language is sexy, not gonna lie. Can I try it one more time? Because this is actually BS. Do I have to do this one? Even Utah said it's useless. It's useless as fork! It's actually useless as fork! It's actually useless as fork! And Sky King, thank you. Cheers. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for the donation. It's seriously useless as fork. Like, insanely skip to the last section. Okay. I will do that. So 243, right? 243, 243. Okay, let's go. Naruto. I'm not a weeb. Let's go.
梅 夫婦分析洞窟ここで食券はかお盆が近づいている。
How do I say that in Japanese? Wait, how do I say that in English? Wait. This is just... It's actually good to approach a language. I doubt it, I really doubt it. 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 I mean, I really doubt it. Seriously. I really doubt it. Hello, New Year. How is it going? I really doubt this is useful in any ways. I really doubt it. How do you start learning a language from the beginning? Make friends in the language you want to learn. So basically, if you want to learn Japanese, make Japanese friends. If you want to learn Chinese, make Chinese friends. If you want to learn Spanish, just make like any friends like that who speak Spanish. Like that's literally the best way. And again, you don't use like these kind of apps. Like these are useless as fork. And thank you so much for the donation. Woo Advanced. Let me see what this is. Let me try this again. Let me try this again, because I really want to just try this again. Don't use any gamified Japanese learning app. Some apps could be useful. Because like, you know, there are so many apps out there, so, and 5150 hold. If it's useless, why do people still use them? Because they think it's the only way to learn a language? I don't know, I feel like they just like, don't wanna do anything? So they just like decided to use an app to learn a language and they just like end up using this. But this is useless as fork! Like, what the? What? Lingodeer has great Asian lessons. So I got sponsored by Lingodeer in a video before, and that was like 2 years ago. That was useful in a way, if you want to learn how to like write characters and stuff. But I really don't remember what it was like before, because I literally just like played with it for like an hour and stuff. And I didn't actually look into it that much, so I don't remember. Is it worse than Google Translate? Google Translate is still useful. If you want to learn Japanese, it's still useful. Let me just speedrun this again. Ready? What would be the best way to learn Japanese? Make Japanese friends. If you don't know how to make Japanese friends, use HelloTalk. That thing is actually legit. Or play VR chat and just go to like those Japanese and English like language exchanging worlds. But HelloTalk is the one everybody should use. 100%. Like HelloTalk is the way to go. Google Translate is a great way to look up vocabulary. If it's for that, yes, it's useful. Well, like to know how to pronounce things. 2% of the time it's kind of wrong, but 98% of the time it's kind of accurate. So yeah, just do that for that purpose. What makes Duolingo worse than the likes of Google Translate? Google Translate, you can still learn Japanese or like whatever languages using it. Like, so if you wanted to say like how to say like here, let me show you. So Duolingo, it's basically you just click on things and you freaking learn some useless things, right? But Google Translate is something you use when you encounter some problems, like in the language you want to learn. And Chobai Koi, thank you so much. Possible to learn Japanese in Japan directly? Yes, you can learn Japanese in Japan as well. You have to have friends though, like who speak Japanese. So here, like if you want to say how to, if you want to know like how to say like, did you take a poop yesterday? You can just put it here. And then, yes, it's kind of right. So I've been kind of saying like, don't use Google Translate ever. It's because people just like put it there and just automatically trust what it says here and just freaking copy and paste it to people like this. It's not how we use Google Translate. You basically have to learn how the grammar works in the language, and it's actually useful. Like, do you like poop? And then it says, do you like that one guy who takes poop every day? So I thought you could just like separate like words and see like which one is which. But do you like? So do you in Japanese is like あなたは apparently. I don't really think that's what it is. Like is 好きですか? Apples. And ringo. So you can figure out ringo is apples, right? And like is 好きですか? So if you can learn what you want to learn using Google Translate, so instead of like learning some useless stuff such as like お盆は近づいてきています. Who even says that in the first place? You can actually figure out how to say what you want to talk about, like this. Like I watch anime for 10 hours a day. アニメを1日10時間見ます. Like I watch anime アニメを見る for 10 hours 10時間見ます. So for 10 hours 10時間. You can learn that.
10時間
10時間 I watch anime アニメを見る Oh, so アニメを見る10時間
アニメを10時間見ます
So you have to learn, it's not you have to, but like you can learn Japanese this way using Google Translate, but you just kind of have to like think how to use it though. You just cannot just put it here and just copy and paste it and just send it to some people, because like that's what people do, and that's kind of why I've been saying like don't use Google Translate. Is it really useless? It's useful for learning Japanese, yes, but it's useless for just, you know, copying like these and just like putting it here and just like sending it to people, because yeah, they usually do some like hilarious like translations. And I was like looking up the background of Mario, but yeah. And thank you, Civil War. Is Google Translate useful for pitch, accent, and pronunciation? It's sort of useful. I didn't want to talk about this, but let me talk about this. I use it to learn for English like an online dictionary, never entire voice sentences. Alright, so let me talk about something really, really embarrassing. Did you guys know that I'm a voice actor, or like a voiceover artist? Like I do voices for a living. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. Some people think I'm a full-time YouTuber for some reason, but I do a lot of like voice acting and voiceovers, right? And there are some words that I don't know how to pronounce correctly. So I sometimes use Google Translate to figure out how to say it properly. I do that. I'm talking about Japanese, by the way. So like これは私たちの中では、漁村と呼ばれています。Like for example, like a sentence like this.
これは私たちの中では漁村と呼ばれています。
Yeah, the pitch accent wise, you can actually learn it from like Google Translate. Are you a double time YouTuber? I don't really do YouTube like for business purposes anymore. I used to do it before like 3 years ago, but it's not worth it. So I just decided to just like do it to just troll and be stupid. And Jamile, thank you. Thanks for answering my question. Here's a tip. Have a wonderful day, Sora. Thank you so much for the donation. So for like learning pitch accents and stuff, it's useful, yeah.
漁村と呼ばれています。
Yeah, it's useful. It's useful. Sometimes it's wrong though. Sometimes it's wrong, but get a better mic to make you heard clearly if you want to have Japanese friends in VR chat. That's one of the things too. Oh, by the way, everybody, if you want to be noticed on the internet and if you want to get everybody's attention, if you buy a mic that's decent, people will be like, oh, are you a streamer or something? Oh my gosh, I want to be friends with you. They do that. Because I get that everywhere too. And thank you 5150 Holt. Wait, Sora, are you affiliated with those two channels called Kyomibukai Shinjitsu and Mad Travel? Yes. I do voices for like a lot of channels, like not only those two, but I do voices for like a lot of channels. Yeah. So like they are my voices, but they are from like some country. I'm not gonna say like which country they are from, because yeah. But I'm basically hired as a voice-over artist on that channel. And 5150 Hold, thank you. Whenever I use Google Translate, you use I in a sentence. Google always add watashi. In English uses the word I a lot, but in Japanese, people don't say I constantly. So would Google Translate make it a sentence repetitive? Yes and no. So the reason why Google Translate is good for learning Japanese is because here. So again, if you put I on Google Translate, Google sometimes puts watashi here and sometimes it doesn't. So it's really random. Google Translate's like never consistent, but still it's a great way to know how to say some certain stuff and learn it yourself and like see like what works and what doesn't work. And to know what works and what doesn't work, you still have friends though, like Japanese friends. Your voice sounds a bit more growlier than normal. Are you okay? If you're like from my videos, this is like what I usually sound, and me doing videos like is when I'm trying to sound like an anime character and whatever. Again, like I'm a voice actor. I basically act in my videos, right? I write scripts for my videos and I act, and I'm just basically trying to like that one guy. Was it easy to become a voice actor? Well, it's kind of hard. I went through like a lot of things. And wait, let me just freaking speedrun this again, cause let me do it again. Do you reckon Japanese is simpler than English? If you wanna just speak Japanese, yes, it's a lot simpler. If you want to write and read, it's a lot more difficult, like suddenly. When it comes down to speaking, it's freaking easy as fork. It's really easy as fork. But writing, reading, it gets 20 times more difficult because kanji and like whatever stuff like we have in Japanese. And that bad shoes. How come Japanese people use DeepL? I met a Japanese person on the internet and for some reason he uses DeepL even though I can't speak Japanese. So people use DeepL just because it's useful, but yeah, they do that. Like, so as soon as they know you're not Japanese, they try to speak English to you. Like that's actually a thing in Japan. It's actually hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. So people in Japan automatically just assume that you don't speak any Japanese. Like once they figure out like you're not Japanese. So like it's just a way for them to show respect and show their kindness, right? They want to help you. They don't want you to just like, you know, struggle and think. So they try to be helpful by using English basically. So, you know, because like basically a lot of Japanese people just like forcibly think that foreigners are better at speaking English than Japanese, so we have to help them, and then they do this. But in reality, doing that is actually rude, and people don't like that, right? So yeah, I heard your voice in Roblox before. Yeah, I did a voice for like this sensei guy. So how many Japanese can speak English? I don't know. I mean, I don't really think we can figure out, but if I have to guess, it's like 1%, or like less than 1%. So yeah, it's the way for them to show respect, and like it's just they are being polite. Like that's just like how it goes. And let me just speedrun this again, because I really want to beat this. I'm gonna beat this and call weebs. Ready? For learning Japanese, is it mandatory to clearly understand the grammar to be able to speak it and understand it? Not really. I kind of doubt that. Where did it go? Where did it go? Australian. This. So I really want you guys to like watch this video called the Australian School Teaching in Japanese. I just watched it in my stream, like, you know, earlier, but this is really educational, and though they are not speaking the best Japanese in this video, you can kind of learn how to learn Japanese and what works and what doesn't work. Like here.
絶対ハリー・ポッターゲームある。絶対あります。どうでも、なぜなら私の母さんでゲーム、iPad でゲーム。
Grammar-wise, their grammar is kind of weird, and their vocabulary is kind of weird as well. But still, we can kind of understand because they know they know how to phrase things in a way people can understand, right? So if you're curious like how it works and like what's important, just like, watch this video and just like try to analyze like what they do. This is like a great example of like, you know, how people can learn Japanese in the fastest way as possible. Just think how they'll speak after a few years. Yeah. And again, you can roast them like for being not the best at Japanese, but the thing about it is like they are still learning. Their Japanese will get better, and this video itself is like a great way to show you guys like how to learn Japanese and what works and what doesn't work. And in my honest opinion, they are going through the best method to learn Japanese, like 100%. This freaking works really well. And let me just freaking speedrun this again, and let me actually beat this. Sora, play Roblox. Ori Clanesis. May I ask you how old you are? May I ask you how old you are, if possible? I'm just curious. You don't have to, you know, answer my question. Can I ask you how old you are? I'm 12? Okay. 2分ぐらい日本語で話してもらえますか？さっきやったんですけど、なんか気まずくなってしまったので、ちょっと。僕は18です。あ、wait. Oh, okay. I thought people who play Roblox are younger than like 15, but okay. I just wanted to know about them. I like how Duo is better at speaking Japanese than me. Duo. Yeah. Again, like when people ask me like, hey, play Roblox, they usually are, you know, younger than 14, 15. So let me speedrun this.
Fufu. どう分析梅これ以上たお汚染でない
What? No, I mean, this is correct. 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 Dude, これ以上大気を汚染すべき。No, everybody, ready? We should not. Alright, so this, right? So, the original sentence is this, right? Right. And what I typed is this. How is it wrong? How is it wrong? How is it wrong? Dude, how is it wrong? Dude! Tell him to report the sentence. No, Duolingo is basically telling me to put wa here, like de wa nai, because like that's more formal. But yeah, because it's de wa nai, but de wa nai and denai, like they're freaking the same thing. Like de wa nai is more polite and more formal, and grammatically it's more correct. But who cares? It's basically the same thing. It's this. De wa nai ka denai. See? The translation doesn't even change on Google Translate. It doesn't even do. Little Trini Weeb, thank you so much for the donation. Good try. Even the owl is trying to correct your Japanese. He's a weeb. What? That's what you mean. Oh, this owl is freaking trying to correct my Japanese. I got corrected by a weeb. Yeah, that's actually a good way to freaking see this. That's actually a great way to see this. And Andres Raffler, thank you. Duolingo teaches Kuso Nihongo confirmed. It's not worth it. It's freaking a meme. Like, I mean, you can use Japanese. You can use it to learn Japanese, but on my channel, this is gonna be a meme. What's Kuso Nihongo? Oh, that's actually a great way to like teach you guys something. Alright, so somebody just said Kuso Nihongo, right? Kuso, do you guys know what Kuso is? Kuso. Do you guys know what Kuso is? Kuso. Guess what this means? Trash, den, fork, sit. Yeah, I'm not gonna say sit that way because I'm gonna say sit. Yeah, so it's like sit with H, with an H in it. So it means a lot of things. It's like fork, sit, den, like it means a lot of things. So you can say kuso game, which means sit game, like this game is bad. Or you can say game kuso, which means this game is sit fork. So if you wanted to say something gets sit, then say whatever kuso or kuso whatever. They are technically the same thing. So if you wanted to say something like Sora is set, then Sora, so that works. Grammatically, it sounds kind of a bit weird, but empty faces. Wait, empty faces. We say it a lot. We say kuso a lot. It's not a swear word. Like freaking lady'd say it too. Like kuso. It's not a bad word. I don't really think you can say it in front of like in a business like situation, but so yeah, just if you want to say like something is bad, say kuso. But it means like damn it too. Damn it. Like if you just say kuso, that means damn it. But if you say it in a sentence like kuso Mario, then that means like sit Mario, or like forking Mario, like kuso Mario, Mario kuso, Mario kuso. So kuso is like fork or sit. So it's like an informality. Yes, it's not like a formal word. It's like something we hear a lot. Kuso Mario, kuso weebs. If you say kuso weebs, like forking weebs, like sit weebs. And 5150 cool, thank you so much for the donation. Chinchin can mean weeby or tell a dog to sit depending on context. So isn't context very important in Japanese? I mean, isn't it the same in English though? Like, so if you say, what is it? If you say something like, fork me. Oh, fork me. That usually means like you will say something like, oh, god damn it. Or sometimes it means like, oh yeah, fork me. Depending on the context, right? It's the same. It's the same. Or like something like, what else? Like what else? Like there are a lot of like great examples of like this in English. What else? Like he'd sus. He'd sus. Like this can mean like two different things, right? I'm not gonna say like what they are, but he'd sus. He's very sus. Like, yeah, what can it mean? Isn't it the same? And Dr. Asala, thank you so much for the donation. The word coming really depends on context. It's, yeah, like, I'm coming. What does it mean, right? Yeah, so it's that. And let me speedrun this now. Let me try it one more time. Depending on the situation, yes. I'm coming, evacuate before you drown, yeah. Let's go. Does Duolingo only teach polite Japanese? Yes. And it teaches you some like weird Japanese phrases like that you never learn. Something like, he wears underwear. Like who freaking says he wears underwear? I've never said he wears underwear in my entire life. I mean, I might have, but like, who freaking says that in a daily life? Like, everybody, I have a question. In what kind of situation you say he wears underwear? Like, what kind of situation are you in to say that he wears underwear? Creeps? Creeps? Never. I say it all the time. I mean, why though? You just said it, but yes, but why? You don't know, yeah. Sexual context. Then like why is freaking Duolingo teaching me once a month kidnap when goofing with friends? He wears underwear. Yeah, right. Then which means you never really say that sentence, right? So like yeah, that kind of explains like how useless like this thing is, like 100%. If you're clothes shopping, someone might wear boxers versus underwear. Let me speed around this again. I actually want to beat this now. I'm sorry. I actually want to beat this. It's just so you can learn the vocabulary in a sentence. Again, so what you have to learn, like there are a lot, there are like, I kind of get it, but like there are other stuff like you have to learn before that. So he wears underwear. Yeah, I guess like you can learn like those like words, right? Like he and wears an underwear. But the way how they teach you that is not really efficient. Because if they want to teach you that, then there are a lot of like other useful phrases, like rather than he wears underwear. Like why does it have to be that? Like you can just say like, can you buy underwear for me? Because I don't have any kind of stuff. You know what I mean? All right, let's go.
Fufu. Noro 分析 どう
Come to think of it, it sound... 何これそういえば彼の息子も教師だった招待
少女
I'm teaching I'm not gonna give up. 私のこれ何衛生学衛生何これ何これ衛生なんて衛生を学生に教えているあいやFork serious? I'm gonna actually keep
これは水素の元素記号です。
Are you serious? Let me just freaking cheat. I just confirmed that this freaking thing is like translated by Google Translate. I mean, that's the proof. Wasn't that the definite proof? Wasn't that the definite proof? I mean, they probably just like freaking thought of like sentences and they just like did this, right? And they're like, oh, okay. And then, boom. Alright, so. Alright, let me just speedrun this again. I'm not gonna really speedrun this anymore. And don't be so negative.
初的にな
何え、何え、何え、何え、待って、衝撃、え、何え、何これ、え、
これは私立高校です。ガラガラ。かはガラガラです。そんなに悲しむなよ。
This machine gives out meal tickets. この機械meal tickets って機械でいいの？自動販売この自動販売機は食券を出します？この機械Let me just read the donation. Lemon Jonge 23, thank you. The only way Duolingo is useful is if you already know a basic idea of Japanese but want to learn to read since it drills in your head. It's useless in every other way, though, as most sentences are basically the equivalent of "this is a pen." Yes, if you want to learn how to like read stuff, I mean, it's not even like useful for like learning how to read the stuff. If you want to freaking learn Japanese characters, yeah, I mean, why not? Let me just freaking speedrun this. I actually want to beat this.
それは悲しい章です。
What the fuck does that even mean? Wait, this is a sad episode? Wait, it's a sad chapter? Okay, Google Translate. It's not that hot. But... right. 彼はそんなにってどれ？あまり何色っぽくないけど女性にモテる色っぽいって男に言う？I guess. Yeah,
彼女は木から種を取りました。
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Okay, so this disease is not in... この病気は感染しません。この病気は感染しません。Okay.
お盆が近づいている。
The job was a bit troublesome. だから、その仕事は、ちょっと少々面倒だった。
この屋台はかき氷を売らない。
What's かき氷？かき氷。だから、shaved ice or なんだっけ、アイスコールじゃなくてかき氷なんだっけ、shaved ice アイスコールじゃなくてなんだっけ、あれ、スノーコーンか。だから、Google Translate を使いましょう。はい、俺の勝ち。What the fuck? So I'm thinking about learning Japanese, and I'm wondering how often hiragana is used on its own a lot. Or if there's any way that I can work on reading basic books in just hiragana. It's hard, but you have to try super hard. Mobiuk, thank you. You can literally Google Duolingo, and the phrase you wanna translate in quotes, and you'll get the correct answer from the old form. The people who work for Duolingo all use Google Translate, and they think it's great to teach Japanese this way. Or what is this? Are these sentences supposed to be used in talking? No, it's like all mixed up. Like, it's all mixed up. Like, that's the problem here. So the thing about it is like, okay, so, I mean, yeah, Duolingo freaking wrecked me. In Japanese, I mean, it's the same in English as well. There's like a writing form, talking form, like those two in Japanese actually. I think it's the same in English as well. But so, writing form, talking form, casual form, polite form. Like 敬語と普通の言葉ってあるじゃないですか。On Duolingo, they freaking mix them up, and it's impossible to know if I'm supposed to use like a polite form or like a casual form or like a writing form or like a talking form. It's impossible. Like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna actually beat this. ケンタはしょっちゅう遅刻をする。Okay?
その武士は刀で自殺した。武士は刀で自殺した。その武士は刀で自殺した。
That's what it means. Is the timer working? I kinda gave up. This is trolling. No, I just like stopped it because I just gave up. At this point, I'm just freaking just trying to, I don't know, like, wreck myself. No, that's what it means. Like, so when a samurai kills himself, like that's usually seppuku. Like he freaking just stabs himself. Like that's what it is. So, and thank you, Mu Yue Liang. Do you think foreigners would be able to get around in Japan solely with Duolingo skills? No, impossible. No. Don't do that. Well, they just confuse a lot of people. First of all, you will not be able to learn a language on Duolingo. It's impossible. No, it's not gonna happen because look at me. And then, whatever stuff you learn on Duolingo is just BS. It's not gonna work. And then, you will just learn some unnecessary phrases like this one. その武士は刀で自殺した。The samurai killed himself with a katana. Who even says that in a normal like daily life? Who freaking says that? I mean, some people might say it if you're like a hardcore weeb, but who even says that, right? You know what I'm talking about, bro. Let me actually speedrun this. I'm curious like what the English section is like. Wait, I failed? And thank you, Blue Boy Genesis. Does Japan not have shaved ice? We do, but I think it's called snow cone. No? Right? This is actually one of the things like that's being kind of confusing me, but like, so shaved ice and snow cone, right? I think it just kind of changes, like, depending on where you guys are from, but let's see. Which one do you say it more? Shaved ice. So I'm a guy who lives in Japan, right? And I've never really left Japan yet. Snow cone and shaved ice are two different things. Really? Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's snow cone, I mean, shaved ice, right? What do you mean? I've never heard anyone call it a snow cone. I think it's like an American thing or something. I guess snow cones kind of have a different texture though. Like, how? So, this is what what people call like snow cones, right? This. Oh, I see the difference. The cup. Wait, what the fuck? The cup is different? We say both, but snow cone all the way. Is it the cup? Like this? But, I mean, still, it doesn't seem like that's what that is. Yeah, no. What the fuck? Snow cone is stiff, like tiny crushed ice. The texture is very different than shaved ice. Okay. I guess this is gonna be controversial, so we can just like skip that one later. And alright guys, so what I wanna do now is not speedrunning, but I really want to beat this. So I might take more time and I might need your like help as well to beat this. Let's do it. I'm not gonna speedrun this time. Because it's impossible to speedrun it. It's like the difference between an IC from 7-Eleven. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I really want to beat this.
梅
梅
洞窟夫婦
症状
分析
My older brother has a totally negative attitude towards life. 私のそう兄は人生に対して完全に、OK、兄は人生に対して否定的な態度、
消極的な態度を
取っています。兄は兄は人生に対
している。
あ、完全に。 Thank you, Blue Boy Genesis. Okay, I see now. It's like how some parts of the world call soda pop and others call it cola. Yeah, I guess it's like that. But yeah, so I'm 100% sure. I even took some time to like actually try to like beat it, but now it happened. So one thing I can say is Duolingo is completely BS to the point like where nothing makes sense. Are you guys curious like what the English section is like? I'm now curious. How can I learn English? How can I learn English? I cannot learn English anymore because like... Oh. Okay, so this is gonna be in Japanese, but we can learn English. I'm not gonna speedrun this. Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
Yes, these are my fingerprints. Tooth. I'm not interested in politics.
Let me just try to solve it. What's this music? Search goodbye, so that's true. I'm gonna just try to solve it by myself.
Guide.
Do you want to read something romantic?
Arizona.
She always sits with a friend of hers.
Who the fork says this kind of stuff in a daily life? By the way, I just noticed I'm not learning English. I'm freaking learning how to translate those sentences into Japanese, which actually requires more Japanese knowledge than like English. What the fuck? No, again, like, I'm not learning English. This is like for learning Japanese, right? I mean, English. I'm not learning English. What the fuck?
Magic.
I'm just basically learning how to translate.
Why can't I buy mouthwash here?
See? How do I say mouthwash in Japanese? Can somebody tell me how to say mouthwash in Japanese? Is it, なんだっけ? 工場洗浄? It's something really difficult. Is it that simple? I thought it's like 蛍光三辺劇. Duolingo is a weeb.
Mouthwash. Mouthwash.
They freaking put mouthwash, but in Japanese accent here, like mouthwash. Duolingo is a weeb. 交通機関
Transportation.
My parents watch this cooking show every week.
Which course are you going to choose?
I buy shoes online because they are inexpensive.
Didn't you use the same workbook last semester too?
What?
Do you want to get together on Halloween?
And thank you so much for the donation. Zach7 Bear, why are you gay? Because I'm gay. I'm an Australian kid. I'm 12. I love poop. I like your thighs. I have an erection. You just said like a lot of sentences a 12-year-old shouldn't say. And you just like said everything in like one sentence. That's actually some talent you got. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a troll, but still, your name, Zach7 Bear XX is, yeah, I love you. あなたの寮の部屋には2段ベッドがありますか?
I don't like my current job.
もっと鶏肉のバーベキューをもらえますかって何? どういうこと? チキンバーベキュー、チキンバーベキュー、チキンバーベキュー、Who the fork gets this? Who the fork gets this? No, who the fork gets this? デュオリンゴたまに日本語を貸しすぎて、もうたまにどころじゃなくてもう無理。What do you recommend if someone wants to learn actual Japanese without Duolingo? This is something I've been saying on my channel. Make Japanese friends and just talk to them. Then you will like run into problems, like because you don't know like how to say some things and whatever, right? Then you can go like, oh, I don't know how to say hello in Japanese. Then you can use Google Translate like this, and you can learn from it. Like,
こんにちは.
Then say it to your Japanese friends, and they will tell you like, oh, your accent is hilarious. You have to say it like this. Then you can just like work on your accent and whatever. Learning Japanese これ日本語の勉強、英語の勉強、これ英語勉強してます今。英語の勉強じゃなくてなぜか翻訳の練習になってます。しかも分かりません。僕翻訳者としてもう5年ぐらい働いてますができませんでした。無理です。分かりません。無理です。By the way, I work as a translator for like freaking 5 years, 6 years now, and I couldn't do this. I'm sorry. I suck at translations.
I couldn't complete the last sentence.
God damn it! No freaking this guy is trying to roast me! God damn it! Dude! Alright. This is something I only hear in some like stuff.
Did you already hand your exam paper in? Did you already hand your exam paper in?
Wait.
Did you already hand your exam paper in?
Your. I just figured out I don't speak English, everybody. Yeah, no, it's my bad actually. No, Duolingo is right. I got wrecked. I got wrecked. No, I don't speak English. I don't speak English. I have to probably use Duolingo to study English. And bam bam, Duolingo roasted you so hard. Yeah, I know. And actually, I got it like legitimately wrong this time. So yeah, I got wrecked. Did you already hand your exam paper in? I forgot already. Yes, right.
Did you already hand your exam paper
already,
in?
He said it. I forgot. What? Okay.
I completed my education in 2010.
Wait. 彼らはあなたの名字のスペルを間違えたのです。Freaking says that, but okay. Spoonman, thank you. Tora, you magnificent bastard. Fantastic speedrun. Thank you so much. Civil War, thanks to Duolingo, now we know you are illiterate in Japanese and can't talk English either. Caught in 4K. Yeah, so I don't speak English and I don't speak Japanese, and I figured out my Japanese is actually a lot worse because I got a lot of things correct in the English one, but I got everything wrong. It's supposed to be last name. So I just figured out my Japanese is like worse. I never knew. I thought I took education in Japanese and I thought I was born in Japan. I thought I grew up in Japan. But it basically tells me that my Japanese is worse even though I'm Japanese, and this makes no sense. How can I name myself like BS? Like, stop BSing Duolingo or something. I just want to name myself and just roast them. Like, I want to name myself something like Duolingo is BS. Last name and surname is the same thing. I mean, you really cannot say what's the same as long as you are on Duolingo. So, and advanced Duolingo proves that you are Argentinian. I'm a weeb. Like, that's just like who I am. I'm a weeb. You know what? Oh, I want to see like I can check my level, like in English. Let me do this again. I'm curious, like what level?
A ham sandwich, please.
Ham sandoを一つください. This, by the way, this is supposed to be an English test. This is not a Japanese one, so you'll know how useless this is. Because I'm trying to learn English here. トロントまでの電車
Train to Toronto is fast.
That is
my family.
Okay.
Cool.
I have
a class at
1
p.m.
And
you?
Hinata-san. Hinata.
You
busy
tonight.
Brooklyn. I don't have a photo
of the bridge.
Brooklyn
Bridge.
イギリスはどこですか? What
is United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
I'm cutting these mushrooms. Can you help me?
私は what って何？これらのキノコを切っています。手伝ってくれませんか？
The picnic is at 1:15 p.m., right?
ピクニックは、1時、待って、午後1時15分からですよね。Okay? And 祖母の家でパスタを作りました。I
cook pasta at my grandma's house.
Your
garden
is
very
beautiful.
That monkey has very small ears.
その猿はとても小さい耳。はっです？本当？え？嘘だ！嘘だ！And thank you so much for the donation, LemonJunkie23. I'm using Google Translate, and so does a weeaboo, and Duolingo is roasting you. And he likes Roblox, and he is a version who is acting like a 12-year-old kid. Sora has a small peepee. Thank you so much for the donation. And HD Shy the Pro. I'm going to join one of those Japanese cults and try to become the leader. Any tips? Just watch every anime that's out there, and just keep saying like desu at the end of every sentence and just keep going like, oh my gosh, Levi Senpai is so cool, and you'll be the king. But thank you so much for the donation. That's the best I can tell you. おかしくない？いや、おかしいっていうかもうわかんないっすよ。もう無理。Alright. All the people out there, what's the answer? Like, I'm really curious. Like, what is the answer? Tell me. Like, I really don't know. Like, what is this? It's probably sono, right? その猿はとても耳がとても耳がとても小さいです。とても耳がとても小さい。Is it this?
Oh, are you making curry for the party?
How's like what's in Japanese? パーティーのためにカレーを作っているのI thought I was learning English. Why am I learning Japanese? Like, look, this is supposed to be like the English course. You make me feel better about how much I suck after studying so much. This is like... Yeah, right, but still... Right, never mind.
We worked at that coffee shop too.
We worked at that coffee shop
too.
Maybe I just suck at English. 私の犬にこのズボン買ってあげました。I bought these pants
for my dog.
What the fork? What the fork? Like, what the actual fork? Wait, do people do that? Dogs wear pants now, haven't you noticed? Are you allergic to cats? No. Oh, it's actually a thing! Your dog doesn't wear pants? I mean, no. Okay, so it's actually a thing. I didn't know that.
Oh, you are writing a book about physics, right?
だから、oh って何? What's oh in Japanese? And thank you, Jacob Friedman. As an American, I don't care for way my culture is being accurately represented. Yeah, right. Japanese people going like, oh, so Americans probably put the pants on their dogs. Okay. I mean, probably a lot of you guys do, but still. But thank you. Isn't it? Maybe I'm guessing. だからなんかあなたっている do I put あなたは何これ物理についての本を書いているんですよね。Okay. うわ、金曜日にEverybody's like, you are learning Japanese. Again, this is supposed to be the English course. English course. 金曜日にパーティー2つなんて変じゃない？まあ、それも確かに。Sweet Potato, thank you so much for the donation. The inventor of Duolingo was my uni professor. The reason it's bad is by design. Duolingo is a crowdsourcing translation project that teaches you. Yeah, so I really don't wanna roast you or anything, but I really don't think this is useful. 俺が質問したことにみんな聞いてどうする？ほんとそれ。And thank you, Spoonman. Say it in the most hardcore voice you can. 無理か！アメリカ No.1. Did you know that? America is No.1. Sweet Potato. Thank you so much for the donation and telling me the inventor of Duolingo was your university professor. And I don't want to say this, but this is unfortunately useless. Because I thought I'm fluent in Japanese, at least, and I got almost every question wrong. What the fuck? I'm sorry for being cringy. Let me try to beat it. だから、うわだから、oh, there are two parties on Friday. Okay.
Can I wear your scarf?
Can I wear your scarf? Okay. 私の彼女は快適なソファーを買いたかっている。Okay. 私の彼女は Wait, you really are Japanese? Eh, 私の彼女は快適な、だからこれは my girlfriend wants to buy a comfortable sofa.
They can speak Spanish and French, right? They can speak Spanish and French, right?
Put the chairs around the campfire.
Put the chairs around the campfire. Someone correct his wiki. He can't be Japanese, so he's not Japanese. Somebody just change it and just like make it like so as a weeb, like nationality weeb. Somebody go to the wiki page and change my nationality to weeb. Weeb. Will somebody do it? I'm not gonna do it myself because like it's kind of. I don't really think it would be hilarious like if I do it myself. But go to my Wikipedia page and just change it to like weeb. Like that would be hilarious. Nationality weeb. Like that would be hilarious. That would be actually hilarious. And put the chairs around the campfire. だから、how do I say it in Japanese again? Put the chairs around the campfire. Campfire の周りに椅子を置いて、that works. だから、キャンプファイヤーの周りに椅子を置いて。OK。彼女は早く着替えますし、she gets dressed quickly.
I met my wife in 2020. I
met
my wife in 2020.
Oh, did you go for a walk yesterday?
Do you even say I in this case? だから昨日散歩に行きましたか？ Okay. So my level is it's not gonna tell me what level I am. Oh. Okay. Oh, I guess it's telling me I suck at English so that there's like more to learn, maybe? みんな喋るときあっていうの何なのあれじゃないですか日本人ってやっぱってやるってイメージがあるんじゃないですか知らないですけどなんかOh, equals, sounds like so コミュ障。いや、だから、コミュ障っていうか、そうなんですよ。っていう感じを出したいのかな。It's like, 昨日散歩行きましたかSo, alright, everybody. I just figured out I suck at English and Japanese both, and I don't speak, like, ストーリーやってみて。ストーリー What story? What story? What story? ストーリーって何？ストーリー？ What story? ストーリーat the top. Where? Oh, this. Can I just do it in Japanese? This is gonna be hilarious. God damn it! God damn it! I don't have an account! I don't have an account! Giant! ダメだよ! Giant! これあれだね、キテレツのなんだっけ、トンガリンみたいな声出してるよ! Giant! ダメだよ! Giant! Do you really have to like these characters? Restart to level 1. Oh, you just read it.
パスポート。ビクラムと妻のプリティは空港にいます。
どうしよう。僕のパスポートはどこ？
I want to do it in English. 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 I want to do it in English.
The passport. Vikram and his wife Preeti are at the airport.
Oh no, where is my passport?
Yeah, you got it wrong, but... Oh, I have to choose the correct one to freaking...
It is not here.
Proceed, okay.
Vikram.
It is not in my bag.
and it is not in my jacket.
But Vic...
Oh, my passport is in the taxi.
Vikram runs to the taxi.
That's actually scary though.
Vic, no.
Preeti runs to Vikram.
Oh no, the taxi is not here now. This is a big problem.
Vikram, your passport is not in the taxi.
That's actually scary as fuck. How does he know that? Yeah, actually, how does he know that? How does he know that? This is scary as fuck. Like losing your passport is freaking.
Your passport is in your hand.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you, my love.
I don't want to make an account though. I don't want to make an account. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to just do this one and I'm going to get off soon.
Dr. Eddie.
Dr. Eddie.
Eddie is at the supermarket.
Okay.
A woman starts talking to Eddie.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Are you a doctor?
What? Me? Yes. I am a doctor.
Oh. How does she know?
Good.
Eddie is not a doctor.
Huh?
I have a lot of money. I live in a big house. I have expensive, pants.
Okay, but a man needs a doctor now. He is near the milk. Please help the man. He is very sick.
Uh-oh.
Eddie sees a woman. He runs and talks to her.
He, man, woman, her. He's a kid though. But then, why? Oh, this whole thing makes no sense.
Hello, are you a doctor?
무限ループって怖くね？ああ。This is actually deep. Wait. The lesson part is not useful, but the story part is actually kinda not useful, but it's deep. I liked it. I honestly liked it. Wait, that's how we ended? So basically, yeah, so Eddie was a fake doctor, right? So some girl like went up to Eddie and then this girl asked Eddie like if he was a doctor or not, and he basically was a cocky liar who wanted to be seen as a successful doctor. So he went like, "Oh, I'm a doctor. I have like money and stuff, but I'm not really." And then this lady was like, "Oh, but we need a doctor because that guy is, sick and he's dying." And Eddie was like, "Oh, I got this, don't worry." And then he just went up to like some other people looking for an actual doctor. So that was punchline of the story, which I think was actually kind of hilarious. It gets better, yeah, probably, yeah. And thank you so much for the donation, LemonJunkie23. That story fixed. Eddie is a virgin, and when he saw a woman, he dropped everything to talk to her. I have a lot of money, a big house, and a big peepee, while in reality he was a virgin with a small peepee. His name isn't Eddie, it's Sora. Alright, so that's it for the stream today. It's been like 2 hours, so I'm gonna get off now. だから無限ループなんかそういうことでございます。And a skeleton flower, Sora, I'm going to sleep. But before that, can you try saying Buenas noches? Good night to your Spanish-speaking viewers. Buenos nachos. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Thank you so much for the donation. And Jacob Friedman, doctor, be like, here, tie off your wound with my expensive pants. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Nachos? Wait, no, nachos. What is this? Buenos nachos. Buenos noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. I think I said it right. Okay, so I'm gonna get off now. But before getting off, I'm gonna just try to read everything for 3 minutes, cause why not? Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
This is Nancy, can't I might say happy birthday. It's still counting, yes, this is how we write a story and try to now.
Am I weak? If you watch my channel, you probably are, yeah. But the thing about it is, a lot of people kind of think being a weeb is a bad thing. It's not really. I mean, I make fun of like people who are weebs and like who freaking speak like, you know, Japanese like all the time, but in reality, it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing to be a weeb. Like, seriously, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not illegal, right? You could be cringy, but that's it, right? And some people are like afraid of like speaking like, you know, some bad Japanese too, but it's not a bad thing either. So you shouldn't be like how to explain this? You shouldn't be sorry for being a weeb or like speaking bad Japanese or like whatever. It's not a bad thing. I have to make sure. Because some people like legitimately believe that being a weeb is a bad thing. You get made fun of because I mean you're a weeb and that's just like, you know, what weebs are. But that's not a bad thing. You get made fun of for having a small peepee, but that's not a bad thing either. It's just kind of like that. Your Japanese could be bad, but you know, that's not a bad thing to speak bad Japanese. So it's just all about doing what you want to do, right? If you're like happy with whatever you are doing, then yeah, that's fine, right? So anyways, let me just read all the comments as much as possible and I'm gonna get off. And Blue Boy Genesis, I've heard that Japanese vocalists like to use English words in their songs to sound cool. Is that true? Yes, very true, very true, very true. Yeah, I mean, being laughed at on the internet, that's kind of what happens. But you have to just get used to it, because remember, so you might be laughed at, but you also are making people laugh at the same time, and people feel happy when they are laughing, so it's not a bad thing in the first place. And that's kind of what I do on my channel, though. People freaking laugh at me, but I don't really believe it's a bad thing, right? It's not like you are doing anything illegal. You are actually making people smile and happy. Isn't it kind of great to think like that? 日本語の配信、日曜日の配信そうだしないかな。ちょっともうちょっとやりたいことあるんですよね。Next stream, Sunday 12 p.m. in Japan time. Namaste. I guess don't care about what other people think of you, like how other people see you. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on who you want to be. Like that's just what you have to do. I mean, whatever you do, some people will think you're cringy, you're a douche, you're bad, like whatever you do. People will have opinions, right? But in the end, what matters is like whether you're doing what you want to do. Like you're being somebody who you want to be or not. So focus on like who you want to be. もしかして Tinder いや多分これね規約的に危ないのでやんないです。So focus on what you want to do. you might be left out. People might think you're cringy. People might like you're a bad guy and whatever. But like just believe in yourself and just do whatever you want to do. Then yeah, I guess you can achieve something. And thank you, Kesha Scarbrow. Your hair color is similar to Sora in No Game No Life. Somebody told me that before. Thank you so much for the donation. I might, but no plans yet. Yeah, that. People don't care about you. You care about yourself, but other people usually don't care about what you do. Depends on like who they are. Nope. I'm kind of thinking, but セグスバーガー行きたいんだよね。Ducks are beautiful. I'm an I do it. I'm an I do it too. Are you Japanese? No, I'm a weed. I play guitar, bass, drums, piano. Not drums really. Watashi is for everybody. Watashi is like for business situations, and Atashi is like for girls. Boku is like for kids. Ore is like for guys. Province. We don't have a province in Japan, but we have prefectures, and I'm in Chiba. I don't really watch anime, but just watch Attack on Titan because it's just so typical. I want to, yeah. No. I'll think about it. Okay, so why do Japan charge your money for taking out your money? What do you mean? Are you singer for this song? Yes. Oh, if you didn't know, you can find my stuff here. Like, so go to Google, right? And search Sora the Troll Spotify, and you can, listen to my stuff here. Yeah. So, what about Virgin Burger? I actually want to get a Virgin Burger as well. Anyways, SoundCloud. Just go to Spotify. I have a SoundCloud page as well, but SoundCloud, I have like some stuff there too. And the song I was playing was this. Or I was actually playing this song the entire time. This one. Thinking about the times when you were fighting your enemies. Are you happy? Is it okay to be a virgin in Japan? Is it bad to be a virgin? No, I'm actually serious. Is it bad to be a virgin though? I don't really think it's a bad thing. Alright, so everybody, remember to know if it's bad or good. If it's bad, so anything illegal is bad. That's for sure. Anything that's causing trouble for other people is also bad. Because you are causing trouble. You are making other people go through like whatever problems like you're making. So it's bad. As long as you're not causing trouble, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, that's not bad. That's just what you have to remember. You might be cringy, and you might be stupid, you might be funny because you're a virgin, but that's not a bad thing. Just remember, if you just started thinking like whether if it's a bad thing or not, remember if it's causing any trouble. Remember if it's like illegal. If it's not, then yeah, I don't really think it's bad. That's kind of why I think it's fine to be a weeb and fine to go like, oh, I watch Attack on Titan. You might be cringy, but it's not like you were doing anything illegal, right? Like, you're cringy though for doing that. But still, like, being cringy is not a bad thing. I'm cringy too. Like, my channel is just all about being cringy. So, and yeah, so this is the song I was playing, and I play this one a lot. And this is Methodical. How much time will it take to learn Japanese? Depending on like who people are. Koreans only need like 6 months to learn Japanese, I heard. Some people need like 3 years. なんでそんなことをバッドだと思ってる人がいるんだ。みんなそう思ってるからっていうのが多分自分の見解なんですけど、例えば高校生とかってそのバージョンであることがダサいと思ってるんですよみんな。だから悪いことって思いがち。けど実際ぶっちゃけどうでもいいじゃないですか、そんなのって。ある程度大人になると、あれこれってどうでもいいなってなるどころか、むしろ自虐的になってそれをネタにするぐらい 使えるネタだと思うんですよ、自分は。全然悪くないっていうか、普通だと思うんだよな。Are you depressed? If you think I'm depressed, then maybe I am. I don't really know. Do you have any songs with Japanese lyrics? I do, yeah. Just go to my Spotify page. And, okay, so I think it's been like 20 minutes since I decided to get off. So I'm gonna get off now. Thank you so much for coming to my stream, everybody. I'm gonna do another one on Sunday. Take care. Have a great day, great night. See ya. I'll see you guys next Sunday. As in like in 3 days, in 4 days, in 3 days. Bye bye.